Good afternoon, Coach. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome to HSBN Media Days. Coach, introduce yourself and the players that you have here.
I'm Robbie Conver. Next to me is Michael Harrigan. This is Josh Kelski, Nate Sorrentino, and Mason Coxwara.
Awesome. Coach, it's your first year at Crest. Tell us a little bit about your background in baseball and give us an overview of the season upcoming for you guys.
It is my first year. I've been in Broward County my whole life. I played my high school ball at Northeast. I went on to play collegiately at Barry University. After that, I started my coaching career at Cardinal Gibbons, and for the last 7 years, I've been with these fine men at Pinecrest.
But your first year as head coach.
And this is my first year as head coach, yes.
Well, tell us, what are you bringing new to the table here as the head coach?
Well, they can have better understanding of what we've been doing, but really we're just trying to improve. Physically we are closer than our records have proven in the past. So we're trying to take a different mentality to the game, our everyday work ethic, and just how we go about our day in general.
For the players, what's it like having a new coach? I mean, obviously you guys are used to a little bit of a different system. He was with you there, but talk about what it's been like having him step up.
Yeah, I definitely think the culture is for sure changed for the better with Coach Conver, under center. I feel just like we haven't had a game yet, but definitely the practices have been much more efficient than in the past. And I feel personally that I've gotten better from when the season started, and I pretty much can speak for my teammates as well.
Coach Convert focuses a lot on the mental part of the game. Of course, the physical attributes as well, but mentally, I think our team is much better off already, even before we've started the season.
When you say the mental part of the game, you mean staying tough after losses and going through adversity, things like that?
Similar to that, but mostly he focuses on visualization and seeing what our future holds and the goals that we have. He's done a great job of instilling that within us, and I think I've already seen a massive difference.
Yeah, I think he's definitely a great motivator. Motivates us to be the best that we can be, and I think that's very important for our team.
Last year, I think the team finished with 5 wins. Is that correct? Yeah. Is the goal 6 wins this year, or is it higher than that?
I think it's definitely higher. I think we definitely have the talent to do it. If you've been at the practice, you see our guys are working, and it looks a lot better and more efficient than it has in years prior. And I think we have a good shot to make a deep run this year.
Yeah.
And double what we did last year at least.
At least. Over 500's a goal.
And Coach, you said you played at Barry, correct?
Yes, sir.
What's it like for you guys to have a coach with college experience and stuff like that? Obviously, every high school baseball player wants to go to the next level and play in college, but you have someone there mentoring you, leading you, that's actually done it. What's that mean to you guys?
Yeah, I definitely think he's like a player's coach. All of the players really enjoy having him as a head coach. He the energy he brings, the positivity, and I just think for the kids who want to play at the next level, it definitely shows what the future can hold for those kids.
Yeah, and it kind of gives insight into what the college experience is going to be like and playing baseball in college, and helps us kind of prepare for that down the road.
Coach, talk about the balance that you instill with your players here, academics as well as on the field. Talk a little bit about how you encourage them.
Pinecrest is definitely a academic first school. We are very aware of that. I am very aware of that. However, these young men have the goal of playing at the next level, and at the next level, you're going to have to balance whatever sport you're playing with academics as well. So we have kind of a hierarchy of what is acceptable, for missing practices, and school is acceptable for certain things. If you have to study for a test, well, you have to prioritize taking your studying time before missing practice. So you have time to go do that, go do it. A lot of time management. But yeah, it's pretty much school is we'll say if it's on a number scale, it'd be school, would be 1A and baseball would be 1B. It's not like 1 and 2. They are student athletes, not just students and not just athletes. So, the balance is getting closer to where, as a coach, we want it to be. But still, if they have schoolwork to get done, I am 100% understanding with that.
And from the player perspective, I mean, it's hard to balance. I mean, you want to do as best you can on the field and off it. So somebody want to talk about how hard it is to balance the two and what are some of your secrets to succeeding at that?
So one of the main goals and ideas that Pinecrest creates is how to efficiently get work done and prepare yourself for tests, quizzes, homework, no matter what it is. Pinecrest has prepared students for that. Now, adding sports on top of that, sure, there are maybe a couple of times that I can remember in my high school career that school has come and caused any issue with baseball. Honestly, I can't remember a specific time, but we are prepared and more than prepared to get our academic work done while still competing every single day on the baseball field.
Excellent. And talk to me, one of the players, about the dynamic of the team right now. Are you guys excited, energetic? Are you guys hitting it hard on the field? What do you guys explain that to?
I think our team has amazing chemistry. I mean, we're all friends in baseball, outside of baseball. We all hang out. But everybody seems really excited for the season. Everybody's very optimistic. So I think we're going to shock some people.
Yeah, and I also think that, like, in prior years, like, our record hasn't really been the greatest. But I think, like, the chemistry, like, we are, like, the cliche family on a team. So I think that's, like, really that will represent our record in terms of, like, we're going to win a lot of games just because we mesh well with each other and we have the talent to win games as well.
As far as the roster, all 4 seniors right here?
Yes.
Yeah.
And are there more seniors, or is it just you 4?
There's one more.
There's one more.
So, but that's only 5. So you're going to be playing some juniors, maybe a sophomore here and there.
Mm-hmm.
What is your guys' role as the seniors on the team? Obviously, you got younger guys. You got a new coach that's trying to change a little bit of the way that things are done here. How do you leave the place better than when you came?
Well,
you can go. You can go.
In the past, we really lacked any form of leadership from seniors, and I think that this group right here has changed it, and is working on changing it to provide a new standard for leadership in the years to come. And there are certain guys that I think all of us see and know who we're talking about, who will fill those shoes next year and for years beyond.
Yeah. And I also think that, like, our job as seniors this year hasn't always been like the like leaders that are like yelling. Like, I feel like we're good demonstrators of like what is supposed to be done on the baseball field, and I think we've done a really good job of that in molding. Like, we have a very young team, and I think we've done a great job at and we will continue to do a great job at molding them to be the best ball players they can be.
Yeah, going off what Mason said about family, we're not only family, we're also we also love the game of baseball. And I think with the new culture that Coach Converse add, and also with just our chemistry, as they said, definitely underlines what we're trying to do as a team.
What about the upcoming schedule, Coach Tuck? Tough schedule for you? What are you thinking?
It's a manageable schedule. We have some tough teams. We are in the Palm League, so we get North Broward, Benjamin, Gulliver, those types of teams every year that we have to go through. But we've put a schedule together that we think we can handle, and getting us some really good games between us that can go either way, rather than playing a bunch of juggernauts that we might not be there yet. But we're trying to, again, just build up, help these guys, teach the younger guys how to win games, and go from there. So, our schedule, we can end up like these guys are talking about having 10, 12 wins. It's very easy for us to be in those tight games and not pull through, and maybe drop a few games with that way. So it's a good schedule for us.
Is there a game in particular any of you are looking forward to this season?
Oh, most definitely WA, our opening day game.
Yeah.
We always play them tight. Like definitely, it's always a one-run game. Either we come out on top, they do. But we're ready for them this year for sure, as we were last year.
Same
So
for all of you, or is there a different game that you guys are looking forward to?
That's
or-
that's
It's
definitely
definitely that, yeah.
yeah.
it's every game, but we look forward to every game. But that one was particular. So yeah.
Definitely our rivals. So.
Opening night.
And Coach, coming out here and participating with your team at HSBN Media Days, how come you brought your team out? Why was it important to participate?
Well, first of all, HSBN does a great job of getting exposure to some of these kids. Playing in such a hotbed in South Florida, there's so much talent. It's so easy to miss a kid or two, and I think HSBN does a great job of putting out all of like everybody's information, so that way it can be easier for the next level, the colleges, to contact them. They see something that they like, that newspapers aren't really a thing anymore. When I was playing, you could go check the stats every whatever it was, and that colleges would get an idea. Now you can just go onto this website, and see everything that's going on. Maybe somebody catches your eye that you were not aware of at the next level, and then you get a shot. So I think that just as far as the exposure, it's great coming out, seeing all these other teams. For you, these guys were talking to the kids on the other teams, and it's just, baseball world is a very tight knit community, and just to see everybody out here is always a good thing.
And for the highlights of the players, did you guys run a 60 today? Did you do exit velocity? What did you guys like today?
Go ahead.
We did pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good experience, like overall. Just kind of fun to be out here with the guys and just have fun playing baseball.
What was your highlight?
Everything.
Good job. So you're glad you came.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you came too, and thanks again, and we wish you the best of luck this season, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you on the
Thank
field.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.